Check, check. Check 212. Are we live? Are we live, people? Welcome. A bit late today. Apologies. Today, the rainbow chart is in danger. There's only one thing that can save the rainbow chart, ladies and gentlemen. Only one thing. And that's that you guys hit the like button. And you also strap in for more content. That's the only thing that can truly save the rainbow chart. Welcome. Are we here? I think we're here. Strap in, guys. Don't forget to strap in. Are we live? Check 212. Think so. I think we're live. Guys, yeah, we're loud and clear. Again, for anyone just tuning in, only one thing can save the rainbow chart, and that's unfortunately you guys hitting the like button. If you don't get at least 50 likes today, it might get rough. And let me explain to you why it might get rough, guys. Don't forget to strap in. Getting ready for the Christmas rally. But I want to show you quickly the rainbow charts here. Welcome, strap in. So, the rainbow chart is here, the weekly chart for CRO, and we're right there. When I created the live stream today, CRO was closer to about 10 cents, but now it's holding on. It is holding on, but by a thread. It's holding on by a thread. So, ideally, guys, we're going to see a reversal very soon, because that's what we have seen many times already with the rainbow chart. Every time we go down this low, we do see a reversal. That's the hope. That's the teasers here. But it needs to happen. We need to soon see a change. There are, luckily though, guys, there are very good signs on the horizon. Next week, there will be a pivotal moment on the 10th of December. Remember, the 10th of December, because then we're going to see the FOMC meeting. Let me quickly, guys, show you the latest odds, really, regarding the Assetwatch tool. And this really is telling of what you can expect in about 2 more days. And I will be live streaming that event, so make sure you are there as well, because I think it might be a very interesting stream there, with also the live price action right afterwards of Fed Chair Jerome Powell. One of his final meetings before he will be replaced by a new, most likely more dovish Fed Chair. What's up, guys? I see Fit in Crypto. I see Pete. I see Teddy. I see John. I see Zerkas. I was watching today the Formula 1, and any Lando Norris fan, congratulations, guys. Well played. Good season. I was cheering for Max Verstappen for the big remontada, but unfortunately he wasn't strong enough this season. Let's see what next year will bring, though. It was a very cool season, though, nevertheless. So, Assetwatch tool showing 86% chance, guys, for a Fed rate cut. Is this priced in already? I think so. I think this is priced in, but what is never priced in are the words by Fed Chair Jerome Powell. So last time, you might remember, last time we had a speech. Let me check the Bitcoin chart quickly. We had a good dump. We had a very good dump, actually. I need to bring up the... when was it exactly? I don't remember anymore. Was it the one that we actually lost like 15k? I think it was. Or was it about... I don't know anymore. It was rough, though, guys. It was really rough. We had a good day. We also had the FOMC, but then we dumped, unfortunately, due to the very bearish words saying, well, we don't know what's going to come next. And that's the truth. Cookie. Thank you so much. €1.19. That's actually very close to my CRO price prediction. So in about a year's time, guys, I won't be able to buy more than 1 CRO with this amount of euros. So thank you so much, though, Cookie. What's up? How's life? Very close to 10,000, guys. And people like Cookie, people like John, people like Pete. All the cool people are subscribed. That's true. Member of the Strap Club. When burn formula. That's a good question. So when staking, we can stake CRO, but I do believe that the when burn formulas is still a good question. We had a good discussion about this last Friday, actually, on our space on X. But I don't know. It was a good space. I want to also talk about something else here, because we talked about this bear flag here. But if I go to the daily chart, we can even make a bit of a different looking chart here, because if we only allow for the daily closes to count, then we're getting close to the end, I believe. Come on. We're getting very close to the end, guys. So this structure we've been building for the last, I don't know, few weeks has been very interesting, but we're getting to a close. Currently, Bitcoin is trading between about 94 and about 88. So this is really interesting what Bitcoin will do in the upcoming days. There is still the risk of a bear trap. However, the longer we are trading in this range, the more unlikely it is that we will see a continuation to the bear flag fall here, which would be to about $66,000. So this is actually looking quite good. Best case scenario, and unfortunately today we couldn't get there yet. We still have a few hours left. For best case, we close the week above 92k. That would be very bullish. And even better if we could actually go above 94. But so far, guys, it's rough. It's rough for the crypto markets. It seems we're going to close, though, the week again above this trend line, which is very important if you ask me. This is the total chart, the total market cap. Peter's checking the daily chart. There's a descending channel which started on October 11th. The price keeps treating to break out to the upside, though. Let me check that one. So according to Pete, we have actually structure that started already in October. Then let me quickly remove the bear flag here. Let me create quickly a new pattern. So guys, so overall, we're still holding on to the overall structure here. We are creating higher lows, which is good. And so far also, we have created higher highs. But according to Pete also, on the daily, there is something interesting happening. There we have E10. More like this, I guess. Interesting, very interesting to see. Yeah, you can see actually we have this downward sloping channel here. And like Peter's saying, it is on the cusp of breaking out. It tries. It truly tries. Let's see though. There is not that much more wiggle room left. I see Johnny as well. We Gucci. Good to see you, man. Also, a quick shout out. I wanna share some Christmas vibes again. So, you know, of course, some people here on the channel have been very, very lovely. They have been gifting subscriptions, for example. So, as always, I also wanted to give back to the community. You might have seen this already on my X profile. So do follow me here at CoinBaron. But there is a new stocking program going on. Warmer Soul stocking program by Cliff. And basically with donations, he's filling stockings for children in Canada. So if you can, guys, go give a follow here to Cliff and go to Extreme Outreach. And it can actually help also Cliff with filling even more stockings. But really, guys, it's the month of giving. So if you have some spare cash, maybe you know, go to extremeoutreach.com and have some fun. I will actually ask maybe if we can get like a Crow wallet going. Like if you're here, Cliff, we need a Crow wallet. We definitely need a Crow wallet. We can also see that Crow has broken down on the daily since October 12th. Interesting. Let me check. Welcome, Will Johnson. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So according to Will, we have his channel also here. It's pretty much the same. There are a few more deviations. Yeah, it's hard to really make anything out of this. The only good thing, as I mentioned earlier, is that we are now, oh, actually, we're very close to a breakout. Very, very close. Same thing also for CRO, basically. But we're also creating those higher lows. So if anything, this might be your saving grace. And I've been following also the trend line below for a longer time. And the trend line below is very important. Let me go to the daily chart and I can show it a bit better. But basically, we have been trading within these ranges for forever. And here I think you see the waves the best. But we are truly, guys, stuck really in between this line here and the blue line. And yes, we broke above it really shortly, but we also broke below it like very, very shortly. So overall, basically nothing happened. That's kind of how it feels like sometimes. On the daily chart, it's broken out the way I drew it. Okay. Maybe I have to draw it a bit different. It's hard to truly see it very, very closely though. Let's see though. I'm of the opinion typically that the rainbow chart will hold, but it's definitely in danger. That's also why the title is called "The Rainbow Chart is in Danger." We have another red week. If you take a look, if we hide quickly all the charts, since the week of August, we have only had 2 green weeks. And those green weeks weren't really that special, to be honest. But since then, only red after red. What I like, though, and I love how Black Sea says this, but look at the curvature. Look at the curvature, guys. The curvature. To me, where we are now, it is screaming something very similar as what we have seen here. Oh, let me go quickly to a different chart. Weekly, weekly, weekly. So what we are seeing now is, I would say, very similar, like with the bear power or the bull power, I would say. We are creating like very small candles. Same thing over here, very small candles. And yes, we have a bit of a black swan here in the box. Doesn't really count though, if you ask me. Same thing here, very small candles. Also here, very small candles. So when we see those very small candles, sometimes it points towards a bottom. Or at least, you can maybe say a temporary bottom also here. Very small candles. We started going up again here after we dumped all the way from 49 to 10. But then unfortunately we had some more bad news regarding FTX and it started going even further downward. Hey Jimala, good to see you, sir. We see that Lion Crow's up a bit. Interesting. We have the main city event. That might be a bullish catalyst for Lion. Like Lion is going places. Same thing also for the minor malls of VVS. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. It's Sunday. It's the weekly close. We're here every Sunday. Same time, same room. All you got to do is hit the like button and also subscribe for more content. We are now at a pivotal time. It's truly, guys, like I keep saying this. It is the discount zone. It is the discount zone for real though. Let's see though. I believe, guys, that this will play out, or something very similar will play out later. But as you can see, we are now in the Discord, in the discount zone. Bitcoin is also holding on to very important levels here. You can see how it's holding on. But we need to close ideally above 92k. That would be the best case scenario. A weekly close in the green box. There's also a growing expectation in some circles that they are likely to announce a QE-like injection of liquidity. Interesting. I want to say one thing about that specifically. So we're just talking about a potential injection of cash. Even though I do like it, it also does point towards some weakness in the system. So the last time we've seen some massive injections of cash, it was, for example, the COVID panic. or it was back in 28, it was Lehman Brothers failing, or it was back in 2012 when there was still a lot of weakness within the whole banking system. So if there is anything, there might be some weakness in the system still that requires some, I wouldn't say fixing, but more like studying. I don't know if that's an English word, but let's say a house is on the brink of collapse. You can put some pillars onto it to actually help it stand still, or stand, yeah, to help it stand. We call it studying, I think, in Dutch, but I hope you get the overall picture. Welcome, guys. What's up? What's up? Fitting Crypto made it today. I like it. I like it. Cyborg. Probably Coinbarren is still recovering from the attacks in Main City. I'm a bad player, sir. I forget to log in. It's bad. I don't know. I had today. Today was too busy. I was so busy, guys, finishing the latest season of Stranger Things. Sanja, hello, CrowFam. How are we doing today? I'm doing great, sir. The market started with a premature dump, but we ended up actually recovering, so makes me feel good. Makes me feel very good. Today was a good day, actually. Especially because Ethereum also. Ethereum is showing a lot of strength here. Ethereum is back above 3,000, and it couldn't truly go below 3,000 this week. Well, really shortly on Monday, we had a good recovery the day after. So $3,000 for Ethereum. That's a good starting point for potential pump. And I also want to point, guys, towards the stock market, because last week it was crazy. We had a crazy week on the S&P, on the Nasdaq, and I think also the Russell. But what you see here is that we are very close. We were very close to the highest weekly candle ever. Ever. Like, this is one of the most bullish times ever in the stock market. And crypto is still below. Bitcoin is still below 92. Well, actually, we're climbing now. I hope, guys, this will be a nice pumpy space. I would say hit the like button. We might be able to pump the algorithm today. It's possible. I think Crow can do it. If Bitcoin goes into the above 92k, yes, we will have a bit of a CME futures gap. But I don't mind. I don't mind. Flying Bee, welcome. We might even get some QE. I would love that. John has a limit order at 8.5 cents. If we get there, it might be one day. Like one short dip. But I do believe we will hold on to the rainbow chart here. Like, it is possible, right? Well, we have seen instances where we shortly go below the rainbow chart, but then we have a good recovery. It can happen. It's not impossible, but I think it's unlikely. Like, this was also very unlikely. But you might get lucky. And I think it's good, guys, that you are prepared. Be prepared for multiple outcomes. There were a few people that's like... I remember a few people seeing on the timeline that they bought CRO over here, I think at about 7 cents. And they sold more than double over here again. They doubled their money in one literal hour. In 1 hour, they doubled their money. Where else can you do that? Where else can you truly do that? What we want to see is that Powell is saying that the employment figures are rubbish. And that's why they're cutting rates. If the job market is truly bad, that will be one of those signs that we talked about that are potentially looking for more studying. They need some support to actually help them survive. That could be something like that. And QE is pretty much guaranteed. The money market are totally shut and there's no money about. I think one of the strange things, guys, is that if you take a look at the overall money market, like for example, the 10-year yield, it's, I think, still higher than what we have interest rate rise, like the goal, the target by the Fed. So you can see that the money market it's getting more and more away from the intended purpose really of the Fed. Same thing also in Japan. Same thing in, I think, also China. Talking about Japan and China, I think that was scary today. That might have been one of the reasons why we had the quick dump below today. You haven't heard the news. Japan and China are not at war. Definitely not at war, but definitely there are some additional tensions now. And I don't like war tensions. I don't like it. The only people profiting from war tensions are typically companies like Rheinmetall or I don't know, any arms dealers. I don't know any big. Anyone knows a big US weapon company? Like public company? What's up, people? Welcome, welcome. Christmas. We are ready for a Christmas rally. And it might start on the 10th. If anything will get your cheers up, don't forget to go to extremeoutreach.com. But yeah, it might be the 10th. That might be the catalyst that will start a crazy run up. And why is that possible, guys? Well, basically all the leverage is out of the system here. This event on the 10th, it blew out all the leverage. All the longs are gone. And the good thing about that, guys, this shows you how little liquidity there is. So this happens when all the longs go out. Do you know what happens when all the shorts go out? Do you know what happens when all the shorts go out? The opposite, of course. The opposite occurs. It can go so quickly. That's why you need to be strapped in. Always, actually. You need to be, like, if you're in this market, if you're trading in this market, guys, you need to be strapped in. And make some shakes. I don't know if you guys have seen the video by, I find it pretty cool. The video by Crypto Report. He was making his own shake with protein, fruit. Make up your own mind. Make your own plan. I got my plan. And it's based here on the rainbow chart and also the waves. And I believe it will play out again and again and again and again. People say, I'm truly convinced when we break above 11 cents. If you break above 11.2, I would say personally. Like, I'm watching personally these lines here. Do you see how we've been trading? Every time at about these levels here, and we can't break above it. We tried most recently on the 2nd. But we can't break above it yet. And it's fine, we're building up tension again. We're building up required tension to shoot up. And again, I do believe once we break above 11.2, we can go to 13. 13.3. And from there on, well, maybe even 17 cents. That's the question, of course. It can go so quick. Also, the opposite is true, though. Well, Johnson, well, it does require, well, it depends on how you draw the trend line. That's nice, though. I like it when trend lines play out, especially the older ones. Guys, I haven't changed the rainbow chart at all since 2022. Oh, yeah, no, actually since 2022. I haven't changed them. I love it. It shows strength. It shows importance. Maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody from crypto.com is watching this specific video. It's actually quite funny. Recently, I had somebody. I forgot the name. I think it's Shane. Guys, if you're Shane, let me know in the comments down below, please. I think Shane mentioned he's watching every weekly close. I guess he's a big Crow fanboy as well. For anyone wondering, Shane is the community manager of Loaded Lions. What's up, Kermit? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Well, Johnson's waiting for the stochastics. It might be getting close, guys, to a bullish flip. Same thing also for the... Well, the MACD has been rough. But the MACD, guys, it's getting there now. And this is important. It's very important that you take notice of this. Most likely, we're going to close the week with a light red MACD candle. And I have to say, one light red week doesn't make a trend, but it's a sign. It's a very good sign, guys, that probably things are about to turn around. What happened the last time we saw the switch from red into light red here? What happened back then? Now, well, let me show you the price. Remember, this was the beginning of March. Beginning of March. What happened? Well, we start with an uptrend. From that exact date, we had the low. We also have a different example on the weekly. This one here. The 8th of July, 2024. What happened? It wasn't the exact low yet. But we were getting close. The exact low was a bit later. It was a bit later, but the overall trend was clear. Let's see though. I'm hopeful. I'm definitely hopeful. Currently, Peter's saying there is weakness in the system. Banks have had reserves emptied by the treasury for the TGA and nobody's willing to lend. So the Fed needs to inject cash. It's scary, guys. The banks are so important in the system. Without the banks, it's yeah. There are so many central entities, guys, that basically they are so important in your daily lives. That's why we need currencies like Bitcoin. That's also why we need fintech. I would say CRO isn't truly the most decentralized token there is, but it's fintech. It tries to give more power to you, the user. And we're getting there. And you know what I like about this chart specifically is that every time we were going higher, right? The bulls are in town. They're looking for fintech like this. But it might take some time before we break to the upside, unfortunately. It might take some time. Worst case, guys, until Christmas, we don't know. Worst case, until Christmas, we don't know what will happen with this overall trend. I'm still hoping for a center rally. I think that the Russell, I think somebody mentioned the Russell. I think the most important chart for alts is the Russell. If it breaks out, it's game on for altcoins. I do believe so too, sir. We have the S&P, we have the Nasdaq, of course. Dow Jones. Oh, wait a minute. Wow, I didn't even know that. Guys, we have had the highest weekly close ever. The highest weekly close ever on the Dow Jones. Close also for the Nasdaq. But you see, macroeconomics are still pointing towards more growth. So why can't an asset like Bitcoin join that rally? Gold is struggling a bit more. We have drawn this trend line a while back, and it's holding on here. It looked like a breakout earlier this week, but gold is struggling on the weekly. And we like to see this. And why do we like to see gold struggle? Guys, gold is a risk-off asset. And I know that many people think that crypto is the future of finance, but it's also the most risky asset you can have, really. So I'm always saying, if you're here truly to preserve wealth, I get it, right? Some tokens are finite, some tokens are infinite, but crypto isn't necessarily the best way to preserve your wealth. Like maybe long term, But short term, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. There are amazing highs, but also truly terrifying lows. Gold is currently also looking like a meme coin, but overall, it's a lot less volatile than any stocks or... Well, it's supposed to be less volatile. It's a relative flight to safety, it is. To me, a closure above the 5 EMA plus also the mid-Bollinger Band will confirm a new uptrend. That's more like it, sir. I like a bullish Pete. What's up, guys? Please help me. I'm on a mission to pump the crow price. I'm on a mission to also keep holding on here to the rainbow chart, and so far we are. But you can assist me by also subscribing to the channel. It will help the algorithm. It will help indirectly the crow price. And it will also help me get towards 10,000 subscribers, and that would be a crazy goal. I want to achieve 10,000 before the end of the year, guys. Before Christmas, that would be the best gift ever. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. Oh boy, got here late, and we're talking about 8.5 cents. Oh, I mean, we had it very shortly on the 10th of October. I don't know if we'll get it once more. Maybe like a quick final scare, but I don't think that it truly will be a weekly close like that. Is Boeing truly an arms dealer? BAE Systems? Lockheed Martin. Okay, I think they make the JSF. Okay, they make the fighter jets. Okay, fair point. All making crazy money. Yeah, true that. Didn't know that Boeing actually also made fighter planes. Learning some more every day. Shout out to the Lions and Shane. Yeah, Shane is a man and a scholar, truly. A gentleman and a scholar, I should say. Truly, guys. He's doing his best for the light load line community. He went to, I think it was Miami, or was it Las Vegas, with the world record regarding drones. That was really cool. Kai, I really hope the sellers are exhausted. I think they are. I think we're getting into a period of relative seller exhaustion now. As I mentioned, we're now at the lows truly of the rainbow chart. We are at the low, so it makes sense for us to have some seller exhaustion. I mean, everyone that wanted to sell, basically, they have had enough opportunity. We're down about minus 70%. That's also the typical dump. Last time we also went down minus 71%. This time we went down minus 75%. I mean, sellers have had that time. I think it's now time for the buyers. And I don't know. So we have this overlay, and it's no exact science, but so if we do it like this, we are getting very close to the end. I don't know if this is the perfect fit, but yeah, maybe this is the low. Maybe I have to draw it a bit more to the left, because then it will fit a bit better regarding the uptrend. But we are very close also to the expectation, really, of a bottom. It might be this week, it might be next week, it might be that we have had the low already last week. I don't know exactly, guys. That's the truth. But the overall history seems to rhyme again. That's why the rainbow chart is so strong. Did somebody mention also the RSI? I don't know. I'm exhausted. Can we talk about a max pain scenario? I like farming APY at the bottom, but I'm not sure we are there yet. How are you? Thank you so much, man, for welcoming to the community here. Welcome to the Strap Club. Good to see you, sir. I think we have had the max pain scenario, Cyborg. I think this was max pain. Truly. So we talked about Bitcoin. I think it was, yeah, we talked about Bitcoin last week. So there is potentially something on the Bitcoin chart which is scary. I made a specific video about this. It's the bear flag. There's a potential bear flag on the Bitcoin chart. But It needs to break soon. Otherwise, like, typically, guys, we have a long pole and a short flag. But this is going to be like, we need to close soon. If it's going to have a breakout, we need to have a breakout soon to the lows here. Then we have a bear flag. A confirmed one. We don't have a confirmed bear flag yet. That's the bear case. Like, that's the max pain scenario. That would bring Bitcoin to about $66,000. That means a drop from where we are now of minus 30%. Like, let's say this happens. I think in that scenario, there's going to be something very similar as what we have experienced on the 1010 day. You can see right at this this big wick to the downside to about 6 cents here. I think that's also about minus 30%. Yeah, let's say we have a max pain event for Bitcoin. I think this will be on the cards as well. A revisit of the wick, but that's not the base case scenario. I think we should not be talking too much about this. Like, yeah, it's a probability, but I think the probability is higher that we see a bounce here. Because we are at the lows of the rainbow chart. We have had a bounce every time so far. So why would this time be different? Why would this time be different? The MACD has some bullish divergence as well. I love that. I love that. You can just double click on the indicator, empty space, to make it big, by the way. Oh, you seriously? Ah! Thank you, Raito. Thank you. I've been using this for so many days now. Now I want to go back. How do I? Okay, that's it. I do like to hover it up though. That makes it really easy to compare the price. But it's a good tip though. It's a really good tip. So from your chart, is 10 cents the new 4 cents for CRO? I believe so, Marty. I do believe so. So I believe that we'll have a leg up. That's my belief. And somewhere in 2026, I think we'll go down. And I think in about 2027, we'll hit the low. That's my overall take. I think, though, that the low will be probably somewhere over here. In between about 10 cents. Or maybe actually 17 cents. And why is the difference so big? Well, this is a logarithmic regression line. It does assume that the bulls, after going up so much, and the bears create a new equilibrium at a higher price. It assumes so. And I think also that there is still a case to be made for a deflationary design mechanic as well for CRO, where supply actually decreases for once. Let me talk a bit more about that, guys. So I know there are in this room, I don't know exactly how many people are at a loss at this moment. Well, let me create a poll. How many people are at a loss? I'm at this moment I'm still at a profit, but I have to be honest, I had quite a decent buy position above this price level. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We only have 35 likes, yeah. 35 likes. Make sure that the rainbow chart is still in danger. So please help me, help the rainbow chart. Hit the like button. Strap in. I am in profit. Yes, no. With CRO. With CRO. You don't have to reveal who you are. The poll is completely anonymous, so let me know, are you in profit or are you now at a loss? Anyway, so you might think that your position is way underwater. It's so bad. It's the worst. Well, I can assure you, there are always bigger fishes. There are always bigger fishes that are worse off. And one of those is Trump Media. Yes, Trump Media, the one and only creator of TrueFi, creator of True Social. I think 40% owned by the president of the USA. And their CRO position is currently about minus... Is it down minus 40%-ish? They're down minus 40% on that position. They bought it about 15 cents. Well, currently CRO's at about 10 cents. So, Trump Media is down big. Do they sweat? Do they flinch? Are they scared? They're not scared. They're definitely not scared. And it makes sense, right? Because they of course have a lot more insight than what we have. They know, of course, what's coming with MCGA. They know what's coming with Crypto.com. They know what's coming for the CRO token. And I've seen somebody post also something on our Discord, and I want to bring it up. And guys, our Discord is quite lively. We have discussions all day long. So feel free to join. And somebody brought up this tweet by Crypto GP Party. Like, he's been very bearish lately. But he's been comparing like two charts. We have had the Binance coin and we have had the Cronos token. And he's saying, well, we chose the wrong side. We have chosen the wrong side. But that's not how you can say it. That's not how you can say it. You have to... Well, if you ask me, ladies and gentlemen, yes, maybe at this exact moment in time, you might have chosen the wrong token. You might have chosen BNB as the better performer. But what if, right? What if in, let's say, a few months, CRO suddenly rises to $2? Then you have chosen the right token. It's not as easy. It's not as black and white as some people say. You have chosen wrong. Fact below. It's below. No. This is a timestamp, and I think it's not the right one. If I make a screenshot right now with, for example, I made a screenshot with Doge and whatever, I don't know, something else. You might say, but Doge was so much better. It was up way above Solana. Well, take a look at Solana now. It overtook Doge by quite a margin. It's all about timing. And I think at some point that CRO will keep up also with BNB. That's my belief. Will it overtake it? I think at this moment, like, the price manipulation of BNB is also at a crazy level. And also, if I take a look at the power really of Binance, it might be hard to truly overtake Binance. That's the truth. And I'm not gonna say to you guys that will happen. I believe though that Crypto.com and CRO will have a good part of their market share. And that's enough. We don't need much more. But don't forget, guys, our Discord is open, so don't forget to join our Discord. Link is in the description down below. Don't forget to grab a loaded lion below 1k. The loaded lions, though. I also got one. Guys, we're getting very close now to the green box here for Bitcoin. Gold is a flight to safety. It is. It's a weird flight to safety, though, because I have a hard time traveling with gold. And I've got a good clip, so I don't like BNB much. I don't like Binance much. It's not available here. It's illegal. But recently they had the Binance blockchain week, and they had a clip of CZ giving Peter Schiff, a well-known gold bug, an actual bar of gold from Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzia? I don't know the exact word. But then on stage he asked, hey, this is my bar of gold. Is it real? Is it real gold? And Peter Schiff, big guy in gold, so like, yeah, I have to check. Directly showing the issue with gold. Counterfeiting. Proving also the purity. There is so much struggle with actually checking the actual value of gold. Whereas one Bitcoin, one CRO can be checked directly on the blockchain. You cannot counterfeit a Bitcoin. You cannot counterfeit a CRO. You can make a separate CRO token, but it will never have the same smart contract. It will never be the same. Gold is flawed as a currency. I'm expecting a Bitcoin pump this week, so alts should follow. Hopefully also this leads to a new Q1 high. That would be nice. That would be nice. Also nice to see, we are creating a new red candle on the weekly for Bitcoin dominance. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, Ethereum is doing quite well. Ethereum, like a boss, is defending the $3,000 level. Like a boss, guys. XRP is once again hovering above 2 cents. 2 cents is a good line here. Oh, not 2 cents. $2 is a great line. Great value buy, it seems, for XRP. It's holding on very strong this cycle so far. 212. I like that, Bjorn. I like it, 212. Come on, Bitcoin. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you, Bitcoin. You can do it. Break above 92k and we are friends again. I've never said anything about a bear trap, man. If you close the week above 92, we'll forget about the bear trap, so. Robert, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Strap in. 25 RON, or about $5. Thank you so much. It's honestly, you coming in so close to Christmas and gifting again. It's such a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Please some claps in the chat for Robert and also for Cookie still earlier. It's honestly, you guys keep me going. It's true. Because I'm gonna be honest, it's these are financially hard times, unfortunately. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think if you see Bitcoin, thank you for the claps, guys. Strap in. I think if we see Bitcoin at sub-April low prices, then we're headed to about 50k or lower. 50k, Pete. Aye. Don't say that in here. Shh. we don't go that bearish here, please. Thank you. No, but you're right. So what Pete is saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that if Bitcoin truly breaks this trend line, also, I would say, let's say it breaks below 75, which is the April low, then we have a discussion. Then we have a new discussion. Then we might be talking about 65. I do believe, though, that we probably won't go much below that. So the question was, are you in profit? Are you in profit with CRO? Let me check the answers quickly. Guys, let me know in the poll now. Are you in profit? Are you at a loss with CRO? We've got about 37 votes. We can do better than that. Okay, so are you in profit? Currently, we have the majority being at a loss with CRO. Interesting. We have some diamond hands in the chat today, guys. And they see something in CRO that makes them bullish still. Even though there are so many so-called influencers that are saying, well, it's all over. And it might be, but again, guys, it's all a question of what kind of 8-ball do you believe? What kind of 8-ball do you believe? My 8-ball has a bullish bias because we haven't had euphoria phase yet. We haven't had any typical indicator. Let me get the Wall Street cheat sheet. Like, I think you could make the argument that we had this for CRO. Let me actually quickly copy this on the CRO chart. I think we had this really shortly on the CRO chart recently, of course. You could probably make the argument that, yeah, we had this like in a short form. We had this for Crow really shortly, but this is like a mid-cycle flow. You have to zoom out. This actually fits really nicely. We're now actually basically here at the anger phase. We're probably at the anger phase here, guys. Or maybe already depression. Who shorted the market? Why did the government allow this to happen? Why? I think actually this is exactly right. Not the government, but why doesn't Crypto.com do anything? Why isn't Chris buying more tokens? Guys, anger. Anger. Let's hope we won't go into depression, but we can maybe directly go into disbelief. And from disbelief, we go into hope, optimism, belief. And we actually have that final wave. Because that's the thing, right? That's the thing. We have to add this chart here to the bigger picture. We have to add it to the bigger picture. You can see, right, we had something like this in the bigger picture over here. And we also had the fall off. What did we have so far? It kind of looks like we're still in the optimism phase. But no thrill, no euphoria, no true belief anymore. Or not yet. Let's see though. I'm a sucker really for this Wall Street cheat sheet model. That's also why I do love the personal. I have the social risk indicator. And the social risk indicator is another indicator. Like any indicator, guys, should be a tool in your toolbox. And a toolbox is, as mentioned, a toolbox. So it's not a completely finished picture. It helps you create the picture. It helps you paint the wall. We need different kind of tools. I need a hammer. I need nails. I need maybe also, I lost the English word. Okay, maybe somebody can help me. What's the thing called if you try to level anything with also the water inside? So you can actually level something, and then you have the thing with the water bubble, and if it's not exactly level, so it's not flat, the water bubble goes to the left. In Dutch we call it a waterpas. Any idea what I'm talking about? Anybody know? Spirit level. Ah, okay. A lever? Meniscus. Hey, Labox, welcome. Are you ready for alt season? That's the question, of course. And it might be coming. It might be coming here with, of course, the Bitcoin dominance still going lower. We have a red candle again. A leveler. Somebody's calling it a leveler. Welcome, Joe, by the way. We see actually that ETH Bitcoin is up almost a point. Ah, interesting. Interesting, guys. Up it goes. Up it goes. ETH Bitcoin. I haven't taken a look at that in a long time. ETH BTC. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, guys. This is how a bottom looks like. But this is a long trend line. The only thing that scares me is that we pretty much have set a bit of a double bottom. And this is like if we have a long-term setup like this, well, I would be inclined to say this is a bearish setup. Like you test it again and you will break out at some point. But I think somebody could also make the argument that we have a bit of a flag-like formation here. Let's see. ETH Bitcoin. I hope you can actually break out of this. Let's not be too bearish, guys. Yeah, not be too bearish. Night GameX, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Huge respect for the research and daily updates. Thanks for keeping us. Aha, much appreciated. Got my strappers here from you, strapped in. Thank you so much, tonight. It's such a pleasure to see you, sir. $6 or €6. It's again, guys. Please get some claps for Mr. Knight Gaming here. Probably, I'm not sure. He might be one of the people at a loss now. He might be. I might be one of the people in profit according to the poll. But he's still here. There are a few people we haven't seen, like Knight, that have been coming here for a long time already. So respect to the OGs, I would say, but also for everybody coming in new to what's this Crow thing. I believe we're on the cusp of something great here. I do believe so. But let's see. Let's see. Thank you so much again, Knight. What if Crow did not reach his all-time high in 2026? Chris took the blame and exited his CEO position. What will you do next? So Chris will take the blame and exit. It's a good scenario. I haven't thought about that. I haven't thought about that. So this might be a controversial take, Mr. Richard. So everyone is pointing towards Chris, but there is somebody else. And I think people should be looking more towards him. It's Eric. Eric is the silent powerhouse within Crypto.com. He's the CEO, but he's a real G. He's the real deal. And fun fact also, I don't know if you've seen this. We're going to talk about this next week on our channel. So don't forget to strap in for that one, subscribe. Eric is also on the board of directors of MCGA. Make Cronos great again. Truly, guys, Eric is... So, let's say the following. If Chris resigns, let's say Chris wants to spend more time with his family, he takes the blame, and Eric takes over, I'm full in. I'm all in. I'm definitely all in. Hey, Zerk, it's good to see you, sir. Lion keeps me in the green. Nice. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. John, I'm doing fine with Crow because I never left. If you guys don't sell, you're not at a loss, right? You don't sell, you're not at a loss. Robert, again, thank you so much for the donation. It's truly special. Thank you. If Crow had the same number of tokens as BNB, the price would be at about $28. Guys, I think we are... Ooh. The future is looking bright for Crow. Very bright. Swerford, very slightly in profit. I think Swerford, since we went to Bitcoin Amsterdam, it only went downward, isn't it? Nah, same deal, I believe. Same deal here. The chart, the Wall Street cheat sheet, looks exactly like Crow. DH? What's DH? Down? Robert is saying, hard times make you stronger, sir. Nothing will ever be easy in crypto, especially. It's true. Like, people are still here. They are definitely special creatures. People actually have belief, have conviction. Wow, thank you so much. It's honestly... Acts. I don't believe in Santa, but I believe in the Lord. Was born to save humanity. Always trapped into Coinbar, smash the like. Thank you so much. I don't have much words to say, guys. You guys are so kind to me today. And that's truly special. Joe as well, thank you so much. Welcome to the Scrap Club. I don't know, guys, you're way too kind to me today. I don't know why I deserve this. Please, some claps in here for the kind donators. Like, we got Act, we got Knight, we got Robert as well. It's truly special. when everything thinks is over, it's only the beginning. Exactly. That's also what's happening here in this whole thing. Like, it's disbelief. We call it disbelief. People think it's over, but then we get expansion. And the cool thing about expansion phases, guys, is that typically they also coincide with liquidity expansion, quantitative easing. We ease the market. It looks a bit like lubricant. So, you know, I'm not going to make, no, I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to say this. No. Let's say it like this. If you want to, you know, if you have a gas car, you need oil. Without oil, the motor can't actually function. So I think the best example here is that we have had a good car so far. But since 2022, we haven't been filling up the oil tank. And the oil tank, it's okay. We're losing a bit of oil every year, every day, a little bit more. But we keep running. But the longer you don't check your oil, the harder it will be. The engine will get rougher and rougher and rougher. And we have come down to a very rough spot. And at this exact point, at this exact moment, the mechanic is actually getting into the space. He's like, whoa, wait a minute. I know, we have had this motor, it's working, but you haven't had a checkup in a while. So what we're going to do now, we're going to add oil. And the thing about this is, guys, is that if you don't add oil for a long time, they will put in a lot more oil for a long time. And the motor will start, hopefully, also doing a bit better. Hopefully. Sometimes there is a bit too much damage in the motor, sometimes. But typically, if you add enough oil again, it will start running fine. And exactly that's the phase where we are in now with the whole financial market. That's also why forward-looking markets, like, for example, I'm going to bring up now the Dow Jones. That's exactly why the Dow Jones is at the highest weekly close ever. It's also why the S&P is very close to an all-time high. It's also why the Nasdaq is close to an all-time high. They foresee what's about to come. They foresee that we go to the mechanic for the fix. Bitcoin, unfortunately, it's a bit more emotional. It's like, shit, the motor died. The motor died. Not knowing the fix is actually really easy. Crypto is emotional, guys, unfortunately. It's not mature. It's like, we go again. We break down. We go again. We break down. There's metal in the oil. Chris put it in there. Chris also puts a lot of love in there, though, isn't it? Bit of metal. You can actually... did you know you can actually run? You can run for a few miles at least if you put in some good whiskey or... preferably vodka, because the ethanol, it also burns well. I need some synthetic oil now. Don't use the crude oil, please. Turn it into an EV. That would be better for the environment, isn't it? I think a few parts still need oil, though. Not entirely sure. Will the stream on Wednesday be additional? Good question. Let me think about that, Björn. I think it will be a replacement. DH is diamond hands. Aha, okay. There isn't a guarantee to break. No. So we talked about a few of these bear flags, guys. Like, for example, this is a bear flag. This is definitely no guarantee. However, if we have something like this, we break below 86-ish. We break below this. And let's say we go all the way down here to this trend line. But then we retest. If we retest and we do not get back in, calling this whole thing here a fake out, if we get rejected on the second attempt of this trend line, bet your ass this is most likely going to be a confirmed bear flag. Most likely. So that's the thing, guys. You cannot look at something, say this was going to happen. What you have to do is you have to wait. You have to be very patient. And if we see a breakout here, we have to respect also the breakout. But also there, wait for the retest. Wait for the retest. That's the most important thing. Be patient. The markets don't come to you. They're never playing nice to you. That's the way. Speculative, but could CRO be the token utilized in the prediction markets? That's not even speculation. That's been confirmed. You will be able to pay with CRO, Ultra Justin, if you want to use the prediction markets on Truth Social. I've changed my limit orders to 0.971. Any thoughts? I don't give any financial advice, unfortunately. I think it's a decent position. Like, the thing is, we are probably ranging now. We're within like this structure. I don't even know if we'll go that low again. That's the whole issue, right? Like, this is a structure we're now playing in. And if we respect the boundaries, we are now stuck. Probably the next time at about 10.3. 10.3, 10.5, 10.8, 11, and hopefully the breakout. But the thing is, of course, like always, we can have a bit of a fake out. That's why we have sometimes limit orders that are below typical levels. Ready to dump? I would say, Blinky, keep a moon bag. Always keep a moon bag, because you will feel so much buyer's remorse or seller's remorse. Always do your thing, of course, but that's why I personally do like the Visa cards I got. Behind the Christmas decoration there are Visa cards. I think the Visa cards are a great way to keep a bit of CRO, stake it, and just leave it there. But that's my personal opinion. Pro fan, follow the channel, please, and press the like button. Yes, yes, yes. All the good stuff, guys. If you come here more often, I will give you all the hopium you need. But also sometimes a little bit of saltiness or bearishness as well when the market requires it. But so far, we got Bitcoin dominance, guys, on the way down. We have Bitcoin on a green week so far. Watch out though for we're gonna create a CME gap at about 89. A very small CME gap though. So that's something to watch out for. We also do have here on the 10th, on Wednesday, we have a new FOMC meeting. And what else do we have? We have a few more things. Guys, QE is coming most likely. ETFs are coming. We have the MCGA company. Definitely not to be underestimated. Good times are coming. And do remember, the stock markets are a means to transfer wealth from the impatient to the patient. Make sure, guys, your time horizon is longer. Make sure it's long. Does anyone here stake or just spot traders? I think there are many stakers here. Welcome, sidekicks. Guys, I have to run now. Thank you so much for all the donations today. I have seen something from X. I've seen something from Knight. I have seen Robert. I have seen Cookie. Teddy, of course, came in as well last week with the Christmas tree donation. You guys are way too kind. If I take a look now at the charts, we're also holding on to the rainbow chart. So you guys hit the like button enough that we can actually defend here the rainbow chart. But we're now at a crucial point in time. These are the typical lows. Typically, at this exact point, we should start the reversal. So hit the like button, guys. Strap in, because this will be a crucial thing to watch in the upcoming week. So the rainbow chart is now at a pivotal point. Guys, thank you so much. Talk to you soon. And again, strap in, hit the like, and talk later.